blue, and there comes the Grok with the initiation.
And the fight's been currently break out in the mid lane. Currently, we are waiting for the turtle. It's only 2 seconds for the turtle to spawn the first turtle in the game. And Jawhead is providing a lot of vision. The ejector play will not be coming in, but Jawhead is in danger and will be taken out as first blood. Kaden gets that first kill onto the Jawhead, and we are back again into the fight. It's 1-0 score currently.
But they got the turtle, and okay, look at the Ranger.
Okay, Suyo takes down 2 members from the other team from the red side. And D and Satan, what are you doing, guys? It's just an early game invade, and that was over extension, if I had to say.
Definitely, and Jobom, he just went out with the. He was trying to get the precision. He was taken down. But onto that process, they got the turtle. And as soon as the team fight was initiated, oh, obvious.
Okay, Phoveus gets taken down for his mistake. I guess he was quite not watching the map. But we can see Jobom going into that Hayabusa again, disturbing the farm of him. D will be not happy for what is going on with them.
Yep, indeed. And, early game wise, I do believe Team AX Arcadia, they have the advantage and are making it. Even if the other team has the Selena Rock, they are not able to much. So this is actually not a good sign. And considering the fact that jungler is getting invaded so much, it's not looking good. Oh, okay.
Okay, a fight's been break out. Hayabusa gets taken out by the ejector, and Granger will be the one to land the final blow. And that's a kill on Granger. It's 4-on-1. The red side is currently not looking happy. After that, AFK time. Okay, Grog goes in.
The bomb.
Ejector play coming down here to the Zaman force, dealing a lot of damage, but he will not be able to survive the Selena, connecting the arrow, Abyssal arrow, and takes that kill onto the Granger.
A good trade actually. Even if the Abyssal arrow didn't connect it with gun like it was supposed to, but it did its job and the Granger was taken down. But okay, looks like Team AX Arcadia, they will be contested. Look at the EXP laner, he is doing his job and he is making sure that Kakashi, he will not be getting any more closer onto that turtle, and they will be able to get that second objective.
I mean, that was a free turtle for Team AX Arcadia, but then again, we are currently seeing Jobom once again invading into these buff. Team Macro Gap is currently getting macro gapped by Team.
Oh, Satan!
Arcadia. Satan gets. Satan survives. AOG connecting onto none, but Phoveus will try to take down that growth. But while we see that in the mid lane, Hayabusa kind of survives with the slither of HP. Okay, the fights have been interesting.
Yeah, I guess the Hayabusa lagging right from the start of the game. It actually is not looking good for the side of Team Macroverse, because it's not only just he is not able to take those objectives, but he is getting invaded a lot onto him. So that is one of the objectives, like Team AX Arcadia are making sure that Hayabusa is not getting that farm, and as soon as the teamfight engagement is done, he is not able to contribute. So it's not working out.
Hayabusa lacking of early in the game, but there's an ejector play coming out. Grox Satan gets thrown by Jawhead. Harith trying to escape from Jawhead, but the unstoppable force connecting him, dealing a lot of damage. AOG connecting onto 2. That's a double kill for... No, that's the 1 kill for Granger and 1 kill for Zushin, but Hayabusa goes in with the Ogi Shadow kill, takes down 1 member. That will be Humble God falling into the hands of D. I mean, look at D, like he's doing a great job even after being invaded a lot.
Yeah, and 6 minutes on the game, Team AX Arcadia, they already have the lead, as well as objective wise, they are quite winning the game, because it's 3 tower advantage for the side, and looks like it might be another easy turtle unless Kakashi is able to find those trades and able to invade into the turtle lane. But apparently it is not happening. Look at the Jushin as well as the the Jawhead Jobom, they are doing quite a good job. It's not only just the turtle lane, but they are not even able to get their own purple dog.
So the invade is going quite well for Team AX Arcadia. Team Macrogap have to step back a bit for now, but once again the quad shadow coming in. The Zaman force being taken out. AOG connecting onto that Harith. Harith will be taken down by Humble God. That's another kill onto the name of Team X Arcadia. Grok looking quite
Oh,
low, but he will be safe for now.
yeah, a 1-0 as well as a total. I guess they will be just waiting out for the next objective. That will be the Lord. But teams AX Arcadia, it's looking pretty good for them unless they end up throwing onto the streets. But for now, I do believe, like looking at the momentum, it's not going to be happening. Hayabusa comes in.
Hayabusa comes in with the Ogi Shadow kill, but he will be quite retreating for now, as he know there is no hope in fighting, because the farm gap, the goal gap is quite a lot. But we can see something looking
Oh,
up in the
Satan.
mid lane. Gatod going in, but that's a kill on to the Suyo. And Team Macrogap is just falling off at this moment. Suyo goes again, trying to take out Kaden, but the Man Force being popped out and he will be taken out.
No, not a good sign actually. Satan, that is his fifth consecutive death, and I do believe, looking at the gold lead as well as the objectives, I guess itemization wise as well, the gold laner has a lot of advantage. In Granger, he has already got the Sky Piercer as well as the Malefic Roar. So for now, tower advantage, it is okay, but it would be better they just wait it out for the Lord unless team Macrogap tries to initiate. And if they try to, I do believe team AX Arcadia will be the one who will be having the better trade.
Indeed, my friend. But Kaden
Oh,
connecting that arrow, abyssal arrow. But Zushin will be safe for now. We can see a fight going on. Kogi Quad Shadow being popped out, Kogi Shadow kill, and that's a kill under the name of Dion. That Zushin had Zaman Force being popped out. Gatot Kasha looking pretty low for that high Hayabusa, but we can see Phoebus sustaining a lot. He's just going in for now. Suyo comes in. Phoebus is in danger, but he survives. Demonic Force being popped out, but he will fall as well. But taking down one member from Team X Arcadia, that will be Gatot falling down.
3 for 1 actually. So they are kind of responding, but I do believe it might still not be enough unless they get out the Suyo. And the Suyo as well as the Granger, they are the main damage dealer. The Jushin, she is more of a poke. So looks like team okay, Macrogap, they have decided to contest for the Lord. They are going to
Okay,
fight.
Zaman Force being popped out. Jobom looking pretty low, but Humble God
Oh,
is humbling
oh,
Team Macrogap. That's a double kill onto the Kaden. That will be a triple kill. Humble God humbling down Team Macrogap and
oh,
showing
oh
them
God.
the Microgap.
Uh, Macrogap are actually, I hate to say it, but they are actually getting a point. And like the Lord, the first objective secured from the side of Team AX Arcadia. Oh my
Okay,
goodness, this
Hayabusa
guy.
looking quite low.
This guy
But
almost got taken down on his own red buff. Let me remind you, it's not only just the objectives, but he is invaded into his jungle, and worst of all, he is going down as well. So, sucks being an
okay,
assassin who
ejector
is
being
not
popped out.
able to. Okay, they are not. They won't be initiating actually, but okay, Granger gets a kill.
Humble God is just
Oh my
going in and
goodness.
in. That's a double kill once again. Humble God. Oh my god, this guy's Granger is just doing the things that, I mean, obviously
King
MM should
4-4.
do.
Yeah. He has 10 kills onto his sleeve already, and looks like the Lord will.
The Madara walking down the mid lane. AOG being popped out onto the Phobius. Phobius looking quite low. Will be taken down by Humble God once again. Humble God. He is just shining out in this match. It's a BO1 and it's
Oh
Team
my goodness.
Arcadia currently looking for the end. Zaman Force being popped out. Quad Shadow coming in. Ogi Shadow kill, but it will be dealing quite none of the damage. But Jawhead once again going in. Humble God with a double kill. He just goes in, but it will be X Arcadia who will be taking down the first game of the day. The base falls down. Team Macrogab doesn't survive this match.
Yup, and they will be, I probably believe, Team AX Arcadia, they will be quarterfinals, and what a performance from actually. The Granger, he was quite fed onto the early phases of the game, and look at his goal lead. It didn't just came up from just getting those gold crabs and all, but he got those kills, 13 kills onto his name, and he's just made sure like his team did the initiation and he was the one dishing out the damage as well as getting the kills for his side. So it is quite acceptable for the side of team AX Arcadia. I do believe their draft was quite early game dependent and they made they made full advantage of it.
Yes, sir, as you said, Granger kind of deserves that MVP. But talking about the macro gap, they did try it well. I was just wondering if Hayabusa wasn't AFK in the first place, this would have been something different a long
Yeah.
time for the match. Don't you think like that?
Yeah, maybe it could have been the case because they also had that early game kind of a composition. They had the Grok as well as the Celine, but it didn't execute out quite well like they expected. And Haya, he was getting quite invaded onto his jungle quite earlier on because Jobom, Johed, he was doing his job. And as soon as you try to initiate and just go close onto the Johed, he will just be using it as well as throwing you out anywhere onto those opponents. So early game wise, I do believe execution was way better from the side of Team AX Arcadia.
Indeed, Itami, but and that's the game. X Arcadia takes down the win. They will be going on to the next round for this tournament, and we gonna be taking a quite a short break for now. So people stay tuned. We gonna be coming up once again with another match of the day. I guess we have got one more match going on, which will be going to happen. So do not forget to like the stream and share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel. With this, we'll be taking our ways off. See ya.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We guys are here again at the Hunted Arena Origins, the game number two, the last match of the day. Again, two of the best teams are here because this is the round 16, so you know it is going to be the best. Plus one chromosomes versus Team IGN. IGN are known to have their name already on the elite leaderboard. So let's see if they are able to get a good amount of scores out of it and try to move put up on their leaderboard section. But as of now, bans are already here. This is your caster Peachy, and I will be joined by Ray today.
Hmm.
Hello, Ray. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing decent. Could be better, but yeah.
Aw,
Jokes aside,
let me
let's
let me
dive
wait
into
for
the game.
you.
Yeah, we have. I mean, I could be doing. Maybe my health is what do you say? It is zero. It can be +1. See, I made a pun because of the team.
Yeah,
+1
let's
chromosomes
go.
versus, of course, we all know them. It's we're seeing Witch here, of course, tonight.
Oh. We do see someone new though onto the side of Team IGN, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure if it's a new person or is just them changing up their names. So, but
Manho Ultra Pro Max. I see.
yeah,
Really nice
plus
name.
names, plus names definitely. But I'm curious to know if if Team IGN are able to deliver those kind of performance, and that may be a confirmation that there is the same player that we know or not. But as of now, into the back into the banning phase. Matilda, Badang already pulled out. Suyu, Lucas, standard bans. I feel like this ban should be like a kind of respected there because respect is there.
Yeah, and they pay respect immediately with the Hayabusa. I mean, anytime there's respect, Hayabusa is immediately gonna get banned out. And I love the Kimi ban. I loved when she was wearing shorts. Right now, she's wearing a full bodysuit. I actually prefer her previous look, but her face looks better though. Like previously, it was 1080p. Right now, it's 4K HD. But yeah, I think
I
the next
know.
bans are probably gonna be just like you mentioned. It's gonna be the Lucas, and at most maybe a Suyo. But at the same time, we have to factor in the Kalia and the Zushin as well. But I do feel a lot of teams are slowly able to maneuver with the Kalia, but at the same time, Kalia XP is something a force to be reckoned with. So I feel like a Kalia and a Zushin ban should be the next priority for both of these teams, unless they want to make a trade.
Oh, let's see if they are able to not. But as of now, we may be looking at those bands that, as we mentioned, maybe not. But I want to see some crazy
Okay.
bands as well. Oh, Gatot Gacha. Okay,
Is a
as much.
Sojen? Is a
Yep.
Sojen Manhole Pro Max?
I
Or
don't think so. I don't
because
think so.
yeah, the Gatot band targeting his one of his
Yes.
signatures. So I feel like maybe I mean they might know, but let's see.
Yeah.
Kalia's open, and so is the Lucas, and they immediately
Oh.
lock in with the Lucas, and it gives the option for Mirio to be going with. But no, oh my
Oh.
God. Which he's like, let me carry this game because he's gonna be the one copying that the spirit of the Uchiha and Naruto. And there we go,
Yes.
no Kalia. It's gonna be the Phobius and the Witch on the
Correct.
Valentina, and I feel like that's bad news already because Lucas gets heavily countered by the Phobius's passives. So let's just see. And there we go, Flamingo with the Brody instead.
Okay. Looks like Team Plus One Chromosomes are really acute with the picks on their hands. Quick picks coming in from both the sides. I really love the Florian pick coming in, one of my favorite heroes to look out for. But this game, I don't think Petris will be having a good time.
Hmm.
Respect has picked up that joy. He knew that. He knew he could easily reach to the back lines with this joy. And on top of that, let's not forget that the Brody deals single man damage. That means he has to give stacks out. He has to make sure that his S1 lands in quite quickly. Oh, stacking up the stacks, and then he can actually make those burst combos. But if he does
Hmm.
not, he is in such a trouble. But there's Mirio on the Phobius who's going to be at the back lines, making sure that he will be, targeting. But the bans are going in too fast. Look at that. We are already into the picking phase.
Yeah, and I love it. I love that they mentioned that Brody deals single man damage. What do you mean? Like I'm a single man. Does that mean Joy is not gonna get dead? Any damage taken because she's a single woman, right? I think I mean respect. That's why he picked up Joy, guys. This is why when there's Brody, okay, he deals single man damage. Make sure you pick up single girls, all right? Don't pick up Odette. Don't pick up Carmilla. They are not single, all right? But yeah, jokes aside, I think they went in with such fast-paced draft because I actually like it because it means that they already has a strategy in mind and they don't want to go too much into the counterplay. The reason they didn't think much is because they don't want to do too much countering. They already had a strategy and they're just going to go with it. It really shows their professionalism. Of course, IGN being here, they're veterans in the scene, so they have a lot of experience, of course, especially Witch. But yeah, and the creator closes off with our favorites, Peachy and me. We both love cat girls here. So hey, come on, use the cat girl e-girl screen, come on. But yeah, jokes aside, both of the drafts are looking strong, but you're definitely right about one thing, is that this Florian is not going to be that safe because of the Joy, of course, will be forced to use that healing, but at the same time, Vexana as well. I feel like it's two vulnerable targets for someone as agile as Joy.
True. And top of that, onto the side of Team IGN, they have made sure to pick such heroes that can actually give up one-man pick-off. They can pull anyone under the turrets with the ejector. But onto the side of Team 1+ Chromosomes, they have to make sure to stop the Jawhead. What do they have in options? Vexana, yes. If the horrifying effect doesn't comes in at the right moment, it's going to be a problem. But ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you into the Land of Dawn. This is going to be the best of one series with +1 Chromosomes versus Team IGN. Let's see who picks it up and moves into the round number 3. Ray, make some quick predictions.
Well, this is a best of one series, so IGN being the veteran team, they have a clear advantage, especially considering their draft is also looking much better. Let's see how the side of +1 Chromosomes really maneuvers around with their a kind of a weak mid lane, because Florian and Vexana both very vulnerable to respect on this Joy right now. But one thing I would love to mention is that CC and Florian, these two skin, the Collector and the Starlight, both are very pooky, and also their pose is identical. It's like they went to the photo booth and they were twinning together. But yeah, it's just the first minute. I think the first blood will definitely come because of Jawhead, because of course he got the ejector and he's already looking for a target.
That's true. And we were talking about ejector coming in, that would be on to Yo with the N, but as of now they are not going in for some damage. They want to take it slow. Team IG, and look at them moving towards the EXP lane as of now. Which just trying to look for something, but he knows his lane is up. Yuji on the other hand getting zoned out. The creeps are getting taken out. That means he's going to struggle. The Lucas is going to definitely struggle onto the jungle. But let's see if Respect takes it away with a good retribution, because in a way they do have a good area control. But okay, 1v1 situation. Looks like Aaron the Creator loses it out. First blood going down into the hands of Brody. Off camera kill, but okay, ejector. That's a good option coming in, but missiles just missing out an inch.
Yeah, I mean, Brody's early game power it's pretty obvious. 1-1 will only come online after I would at least say 2 items, unless Aaron also wants to go in for the Skypiercer, believing in his snowball ability into that mid phase. So yeah, at least need 2 or 3 items to beat dominating. Even then, I wouldn't suggest a 1v1 against the Brody, but looks like this is gonna be an uncontested turtle, because of course they're in no position right now. I mean, Lucas is the only frontliner right now. They don't have anybody to tank, and I feel like that is the biggest weakness of the draft, because CC is not exactly the most strongest frontliner. She's more of like a peeler, someone who can melt down. But I just feel like it's until Lucas is tanky enough to go all ahead, Rambo, I feel like they're just going to be playing a very passive game, which is basically not good, because you're basically showing that you're not strong. But look at that, the Vexana.
Okay, that was a very good flicker coming in from the Vexana, making sure that she is safe. The Lord is there into the land of Dawn, making sure that it gives a little bit of a shield to them. But the team IGN, they weren't able to get any trades out of it, despite a very good engage coming in from them. I really love how they move towards the top lane as of now. They will know they have to support the Von who is on to that, Aaron who is on to the 1-1 because 1-1 does need support, and in a way, giving out the first blood, he might be in some kind of a trouble.
Absolutely, and also, it's the fact that overall the side of Team One Plus Chromosome have a very defensive play. Like you have the Vexana, you have the Florian, so they're not really gonna go for the initiations. The only initiation they can go for is the CC and of course the Lucas. But right now both of them are into the bottom lane, so I would highly suggest the side of Team One Plus to just play safe in top. But I feel like IGN is also playing a little bit hesitant. Maybe they're just going to be waiting for N, the creator, to be getting some damage. They're in no rush. There's no proper front liner for the hands of Team 1+. So they can just wait, play the patient game until Miro gets enough chunky, as well as Jawhead gets enough chunky so they don't get bursted out by anything. They can go for the turret dives, and of course Witch has the Unleash the Beast as well, so they can go all in, 3-fighter in, and not really care about the turret damage or anything, and Respect can just come and clean the house. And it's basically an easy game for them, and I feel like that's the main winning strategy, because look at that, Lucas cannot take a single objective, and that just means gold lead is going to be climbing up as the game progresses, and we're just going to be seeing a patient defeat perhaps in the hands of IGN against, of course, this team 1+.
Only time will tell about that, because one thing is that Team IGN are very keen on taking those objectives, while Team 1+C are known, like they do know they cannot do that just because of that. Jawhead, okay, both of them going in for the beast mode, which on a losing side flickers out. There we go, the blast is there, but looks like Jawhead will be going down. Miro with a kill onto that Lucas. This is what you were talking about, the passive really helping him to actually get those kills up.
Absolutely. Oh, Flamingo, I think he got detected, but he has enough damage. Aaron needs to watch out.
Oh, this is what I was talking about.
Yeah. Aaron cannot win. Aaron cannot win against a Brody. 1v1 situation, Brody will always win it out. I mean, he's single man damage dealer, but even single ladies are gonna get taken down. So better watch out. But yeah, enter the bottom lane. I don't think in 1v1 situations, of course, the side of Team 1+ has a better overall chance, but team fights, yeah, it's pretty clear. Lucas got taken down in that situation because the only thing Vexana can provide to the team is the Eternal Guard. Other than that, she has to play safe, she has to step back. And Florian, she's not an initiator, she's just a healer, gonna be standing back, providing the heals to only one person necessary, and that's Lucas. But it's pretty clear it's not enough. But we'll have to wait. Maybe a Holy Crystal can give enough sustain for the Lucas to be staying up for a little bit longer, for the Brody to shut the damage. But let's just see out. So far, though, at least they have the score advantage, and the goal lead hasn't been that tremendous. But into the bottom lane, look at Respect.
Okay, look at them. Respect does get his electrifying beats up, but unable to transfer some damage. The finishing deal is not there for him as of now. Team 1+C with the advantage of having two different in their hands at the same time. It is every single objective going down into the hands of Team IGN, so that is definitely a surprising move. But you know what I really like? The Florian playing it quite safe. Look at the position, she's not even near the river area, but oh, Jawhead, I do feel like a fight might be breaking in, would be stunned, and no initiation so far. Brody though uses up the torn apart memory, just making sure that he gets enough farm. Hey, wait a minute, Jawhead, you're all alone.
Poor guy, he's the real single man here. But no, he has a girl on top of him, it's Alice. But oh, top lane, Brody, better watch out.
Oh no, you know, look at that. Aaron the Creator gets the ultimate. That is so much going on. Respect joins in as the finishing blows, and he will be getting a kill out of it. Lucas with the beast sword, and the Creator caught in a very bad position will be taken out. Respect though tries to go in for another initiation, but Petrus with the flickering it out, looking quite low. The heals is coming up. The little bit of a shield coming in from the passive is there, but no, he will be surviving to look at the sun one more day.
Honestly, I want a night mode. I want a night mode in MOBA 5v5 in the Land of Dawn. It would be great. I mean, we had one like many years ago in Halloween. I remember in Halloween.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we should have a night mode in Halloween. Yeah, I would be waiting. Then we'll cast it. Oh, Yoon.
no, getting caught out by the ejector as well as the unstoppable force. Look at him. Meteor jumping around with the infernal pursuit. Will he be able to survive? The Luke is getting so much kill while Petra is on still dealing heals on heals. Microwing just gets a kill, but Lucas will be taken out very far away from this Florin. I really love the Florin's position once again because she's just playing it quite far, knowing Yuji will be the one taking down Respect. Look at that, and the creator trying to get their ultimate up. He does have it. He does make sure that his victims are quite low before he can pop that ult, and there we go. He gets that, but still, team, IGN won that trade.
Yeah, they were ultimately able to win other trade, but so far the score still into the favor of course the hands of OnePlus. But it's pretty clear that IGN is obviously their snowball has started to show up. They already got all of the objectives, and right now they also have 2,000 goal lead over the hands of OnePlus. And you know, Peachy, like I have Zushin in my background, right? You better start putting Florin in your background. The Florin
Oh,
blaze is
yeah.
crazy. Jokes aside, I also love Florin. Hey, should I make a collage and put it in my background of all the female characters I like? Nah, I'm gonna be loyal, boy. But anyways, let's see. Respect so far gets all the objective, and 1-1 is hungry, just like I mentioned, for another victim. But no, the weakness breaks out at the time. The Lord's gonna be watching down from the bottom lane. The score is 8-6 under 10 minutes. 2k goal lead. Let's see how it goes. I think at least all of the tier 2s are gonna be falling because lane sync is there from the hands of IGN.
Oh, that is definitely their Meteor doing the God's work as of now. He just makes sure that the turrets will be falling down, even though onto the side of Team 1+C, they are the ones having the score into their hands. But Yuji, though, looking quite low. The Bloom is there. The Vengeance will be helping him to soak up so much damage. But in this way, Team 1+C have used up quite a few resources. I don't see ultimates coming in, but re-engage, it is quite impossible for them as of now.
Into the bottom
Wait a
lane.
minute, Aaron the creator. Oh, no. Jawhead, you're playing it dirty, man.
Manho is playing it dirty, indeed. And right now we're almost getting into yeah, they take down the bottom tier 2. I think the top tier 2 is also gonna be falling. Look at that, minion wave is also there. So that means only the inhibitors stand with the holy defense, and that's not gonna be staying for too long. So that basically means it's just about patience. It's just about waiting until they can get all the turrets. And the only thing right now that the side of OnePlus can really do is just wait, because Broad is not exactly the most late game marksman. If it was an Aerial, I would say like if they wait patiently enough, they could win it. But Brody, nah. Like Brody is not the kind of one that can win out ganks so much. You have to play the ambush style, but you don't really exactly have an initiator that can do it either. Like CC is not exactly the most ambush kind of a CC, is it? But anyways, Wind of Nature baited out. Doesn't matter though, I feel like Undercreator can survive, no issues. But yeah, 12 minutes almost, 4,000 gold lead. All of the turrets have fallen except for the inhibitors. IGN just gonna be waiting until they can get the next Lord. Next Madara.
You know, when Jawhead did the ejector on the 1-1, I really got a heart attack, even though I'm not playing the 1-1. Look at him! Look at Aaron the creator! He took that no throw. He had to take that no throw. Crazy, man, crazy. This Jawhead's definitely trolling. They know they can take every single objectives. They can play it a little bit relaxed, trying to give us some entertainment today.
Absolutely. I mean, his name is entertaining enough already, I would definitely say. So yeah, overall, I feel like it's just gonna be. I'm gonna be honest. There's not much to be there, but definitely I feel like it's at least psychologically, it's very intense from the hands of OnePlus because they're trying to at least get something, like some objective, something for themselves, but they just cannot do. And I feel like that's the issue with. They wanted to go for a Lucas healer kind of initiation. They needed a mage that could do initiation as well. Vexana is just not it. I feel like basically Vexana is not it. CC is not it either. Not having. Oh, Madara defeated. That looks nice.
Yep. That is just like going in smoothly for them. But okay, which here we go. Yoon will be taken out. Miria taking so much damage. The first from this Brody will be the shutting down, but double kill picked up by Witch though. They are all inside the Nexus. They just don't want to go out. They don't have an option. That's just the, one having that option while respect. Oh, this is definitely the entertainment match, coming in. They're just like waiting it out. Yeah, I'll go out after they can come in. But respect though pops in the electrifying beats and no damage, no kill being transferred upon as of now. Madara already jumped in. That's a very, very big push coming in from him. But let's see if the base will be targeted or not, but I don't think it will be possible given the fact that Team IGN are quite scattered as of now.
Quite scattered because
Oh, a lot of damage.
Aaron loves being Rambo.
They're just like playing it slow though. They want to stretch this game out.
It's more of the sense that OnePlus has a very defensive lineup. Very. So the only thing they can do is try to chunk down the turrets individually once at a time, and they're doing it. 2 inhibitors are already down, only 1 left standing, and once it's done, the base is going to be left out exposed, and the only one to be doing their job would be, of course, Aaron to finish up the base. But right now, looks like Witch will fall victim, will get taken down immediately. Let's see what happens next.
Oh, Bloom really looking quite good, but Yuji will be taken out. Petres thrown away. So much damage coming in from the side of Team IG, and even though they are not leading onto the kill board, they know the damage is enough to play it slow. But as of now, both of the teams are just like looking to clear those minions. They don't want to go, they don't want to have it. But mid lane, I don't think it is quite synced up. The base will be targeted. Jawhead goes in, takes up so much damage. Aaron the Creator gets petrified. The damage from Flamingo will be the finishing deal, but the minions are already in, and the base ended.
And the inevitable end finally came. IGN played the patient game, but ultimately they got the win. And I would definitely say the draft was a massive issue. I feel like the execution part, like what they had for the hands of course, OnePlus Chromosome, they did really well with what they had, but it's just that what they had wasn't really good. That's the main issue, because they did not have any power picks. You have a Jawhead, you have a Phobius onto your opposing team, two really extremely strong frontliners, and you don't really have much to melt down anything. On the other hand, there's also Respect on the Ted Joy. They did not have any response to it either. No heavy crowd control, if you just notice. Not a single. The only one that could potentially be is Brody's second skill, but it's not enough. It's genuinely not enough. The only one that they were able to take down multiple times was, of course, Aaron the Creator, and that was because Aaron was being a very big Rambo, trying to 1v1, trying to win his lane against the Brody, which is not the best decision, but ultimately having so many objectives, having so many turrets, led to the win of course, IGN. So congrats to IGN for moving forward to the rounds.
Yep, that will be the quarterfinals coming in the very coming few days. But very well played though. It wasn't kind of a brawly, but at the same time, it was like 40% brawly. Brawl kind of a gameplay. I really liked how IGN was very laid back. They did not have any pressure, right? So I think they just like, it's just a team. It's just a team. So yeah, let's just play it slow. They picked up something that they were most comfortable in, not like a lineup that they play around in the ranks, but something they play a lot of times in the tournament. So liking how they were playing. But OnePlus C, let's see you guys in the other tournaments as well. Very well played. Coming on to the round 16, definitely a big thing. But here we are, the last match of the day. We'll be coming right back tomorrow as well. This is the Hunter Arena Origin. Signing off, you guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Good night.